Alright, so now in this third video we are going to start building the crossbar assembly, as you can see in the picture here on the right. Very simple assembly, just 3 channels and need to make 2 joints. So let's get started. Last time we made the left chassis rail and the file name was Pushbot right chassis rail. So first thing we're gonna do is just rename this file. We can do that by right clicking on the file, say rename, and I'm just gonna cut it all short and say Pushbot, because in the end we're gonna build a whole Pushbot. So let's just call the file Pushbot. I removed the rest of the name, hit enter, and now your file is called Pushbot. So going forward we'll just use this file Pushbot. Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna build the crossbar assembly. It says it uses 160 millimeter channel, one of them, 2 96 millimeter channels. So let's start by bringing in a couple of the 96 millimeter channels. Go to your Tetrix folder, find the 96 millimeter channel, that is the 39066 channel. I'm gonna drag one in and it should come on your screen. There it is. As usual, it comes in line with the other channels. So this time around I'm going to use this translate handle so that I can actually pull it forward in the X direction. You can see this is the X direction on the view cube. So if I pull this out and say OK, just to separate everything from each other. Let's bring one more 96 mm channel. It's again gonna come in the same position as before. I'm gonna move it out first and then I'm gonna move it to the left using this translate but handle. And what we forgot to do on the first channel that we just brought in is to rotate it. As you can see, they're all rotated by 90 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the second channel, and then I'll show you how to do it on the first one that we forgot. So again, using this circular handle here, I'm gonna move it to exactly 90 degrees, confirm that it's 90 and say OK. So this one is OK now. So how do you do that with this channel that you bought in but did not do it? You can use the move command. How do you do that? First you select this channel, but when I do this, it only selects some parts of the channel. I want the whole channel. As you can see, when you click on the part of the channel, it underlines that channel for you here in the browser. That way you know which channel it is, and then you can just click on that particular channel name and the whole channel is highlighted. While it is highlighted, you hit M, the letter M for move, and the move or copy menu will show up. And now you can do the same again. Catch the circular handle, this one, rotate it by 90. Again, I can confirm here that it is 90 perfectly, and then hit OK. Done. So that got in 2 of the channels. We're gonna bring now the third channel, and that is 160 millimeter channel. That is the 39067 that we used before. Drag and drop one in there. Came in, perfect. Again, I'm gonna translate it to the front. Doesn't matter exactly where you put it, anywhere is fine. I'm gonna move it over a little bit to the left with this translate button, maybe even move it up, and then don't forget to rotate it by 90 degrees. There we go, perfectly 90, and I say OK. Now I have these 3 channels more or less in a position where I can make the joint. And as you can see, the last holes are basically joined in this case. So we just repeat the process all over for joints. use the assemble command, and there you'll find joint, assemble menu, sorry, and you'll find the command joint. So I'm gonna, it may ask you sometimes, should I capture this position? Always say yes, capture the position. Again, let's select the first one. So I'm gonna start with this one right here. I'm gonna join this hole to the underside of this hole. Okay, so first component, I find this edge of this hole, control key, and then click the center. Now I want this bottom of this hole, so I'm gonna actually flip it a little bit. There you go. Find again the edge of that hole, control key, and click the center. Now this should be getting easier and easier for you to do this joint. So that's the first one. I confirm that the joint type is rigid. As you saw, both the channels were shaking together, showing that they're fixed together. Hit OK. And I'm zooming out. It's starting to get a little crowded here, but if you reorient it, you will see things clear. There you go. And now one more joint to be done. Again, I'm gonna take this circle right here and join it to the underside of that circle right there. Let's do that. Use the assemble menu. Command is joint. First one I'm gonna select is this whole edge right here. There you go. Find the edge, control, center. Second component is ready to be picked. I'm gonna flip it over a little bit, zoom in. It's this hole that I want. Control, center, joint is done. It's rigid. Hit OK. Scroll out and check your work. Looks good to me. I'm just gonna hit the home button, and you can see all the three sets of rails have been done, including the crossbar. So hit save. Again, user saved is fine. Hit OK. Good to go.